Number 15, John Coleman for the Spartans, his second. Fourth team foul in the game for the Spartans is Faisal and Stefan Stojlovic. Timeout taken by Oshkosh North. It's a full timeout. Nearly 800 of the state's top student athletes will be recognized for excelling academically and number 33 for the Spartans, Stefan Stojlovic. First personal, fifth team foul. Alex Green at the line, shooting two. Oshkosh North fouls number 12, Jackson Anderson. Third personal, sixth team foul. Owen Weber in for Oshkosh North. Timeout, Wisconsin Lutheran. Full timeout.
Okay, let's get the wave going again. Right in front of the DJ booth. Let's take it all the way around. Let's do the wave. Who's going to start it?
Number 0, Owen Weber, his fourth. Team 7, Spartans over the limit. Wisconsin Lutheran is in the bonus. Cager Pinnacle at the line, shooting 1 and 1. Fouls on Oshkosh North, number 10, Bryce out. His first, team's 8. Cager Pinnacle back at the line, shooting 1 and 1. It's number 15, John Coleman is third. Team's ninth. Xavier Zittens at the line, shooting 1 and 1.
And welcome to Madison, Wisconsin, and welcome to the Kohl Center as we get set for game number 2, Division I state semifinal. Jason Zaleski here, everybody, and welcome aboard. And before you ask, yes, there will be full-color video highlights of this game coming out at this point probably tomorrow morning, depending on our game end, but we'll see. Just stay tuned for that. We do this thing on the fly every now and then. It is Marshfield and Waunakee. The Marshfield Tigers, the 3 seed. Waunakee Warriors are the 2 seed in this second semifinal here in Division I. It was Wisconsin Lutheran surviving against Oshkosh North. The 1 seed Vikings move to championship Saturday, and they will face the winner of our next game as they beat Oshkosh North 58-57, had to survive a buzzer beat attempt from the North Spartans, but did, and in the end that's all that matters. So again, Wisconsin Lutheran 58, Oshkosh North 57, and that sets up this right here on our screen now as we see the final scores there in Division I as we see the Waunakee Warriors come out on the floor for their pregame warm-ups. Got about 5.5 minutes before we get starting lineups here in this one. Again, Jason Zaleski here, and welcome, friends. Just about that time of year, right? The Masters around the corner. Hello, friends. Hey, listen, pregame coverage brought to you by Rice's More Than Floors. Brad and Carrie Lenz of Rice's More Than Floors, representing the Marshfield community, are right here in the Kohl Center to cheer on the Tigers right now. The Rice's More Than Floors greatness shines bright through community support. Quality paint, quality window treatments, and quality flooring are the greatness you can count on to shine bright in your home. Visit Rice's More Than Floors in Marshfield to get quality done right. All right, again, that's the setup on the screen. That'll be on Saturday. For now, we need a winner in this next game. And let's talk about the teams here a little bit. First for Waunakee, making its 4th appearance at the state tournament. First since 2019, the Warriors' previous 3 experiences came in Division II. The most notable result, a runner-up finish in 2016. This year, Waunakee is the champions of the large division of the Badger Conference with Fort Atkinson, and they are the representatives from the Oregon Sectional following their 75-70 win over Sun Prairie East on Saturday. We had a chance to catch up with the Marshfield Tigers as they practiced on Wednesday. Here is Marshfield Tigers head coach Chris Fisher and company from Wednesday. And for the first time since 1994, the Marshfield Tigers are going to state.
We're making sure that we enjoy the time we have today because we're going to be able to maximize the amount of practice time that we get from November to the end of state championship week. There's not a lot of teams that are able to do that, so we're making sure that we enjoy the time together, but at the same time we've got a lot of competitors on our coaching staff and on our roster that are looking for more. We've made one of our goals a reality. Now we got to make sure that we see how far we can take this. That could be a challenge because they're teenage boys and I don't know what's going through their heads right now. I do know that when we're together and when we're practicing on the court, they're very focused on the drills that we're doing. They're focused on our scouting reports and all the prep work that we've got going on. But once they leave our gym, you're hoping that they make good decisions. You're hoping that their mindset is correct. I think they are. We do have a very mature group, 8 seniors to lead the way for us. So we're excited to be able to compete at a high level down there.
I mean, it's just a normal practice week. It's just one game at a time. We're focused on Waunakee right now. Yeah, we're just trying to put together a game plan that's going to help us win. Yeah, obviously it's a cool environment, something we've always dreamed of doing. So we're going to take it all in, but once that horn blows, it's just basketball.
I'd say practice has been fine. Still try to kick up a lot in practice this week. Still just kind of be as competitive as we can.
Yeah, we gotta still get better in practice every day. It's a state, and then we gotta go for the gold ball.
I mean, it's going to be a fun atmosphere. There's thousands of people are going to be there who've never seen Marshfield play before, and it's going to be a fun time. We just got to learn to calm down a little bit and still play our game we can.
Yeah, I mean, our games, our other playoff games have been really packed, so shouldn't be anything that new.
Listen live Friday night as Marshfield takes on Waunakee in a Division I state semifinal boys basketball game right here on Zaleski Sports. Tigers, their largest lead today by 5. Here's Hinson. He hit another one! Brooks Hinson, unconscious out here today. And that was the scene in Wisconsin Rapids on Saturday as Marshfield advances here to this Division I state semifinal game. We are 1:20 until warm-ups are done. Let's learn a little bit more about Marshfield. Again, they are the 3 seed, the Tigers on their 5th state appearance, first since 1994. Prior to that, one needs to go way back in the annals to account for the first 3 experiences, 1928, 1931, and 1940. Back then, there was just one division of play in Wisconsin. The most notable of the previous experiences was the runner-up finish in 1940. This year, Marshfield, the undefeated champions of the Wisconsin Valley Conference, and again earned their appearance here, taking care of Kimberly back on Saturday, 62-35. Again, it was 57-56. Oshkosh North hoisted what would have been a buzzer-beating winner, but that came up off the mark, and Wisconsin Lutheran beats Oshkosh North. There's our score one more time here. And it's 58-57. So it's the Vikings on to championship Saturday, where they will face the winner of this one. And we've met the teams. We're going to talk about some starting lineups here in just a minute. And before we do, let's talk to you about some other stuff. How about Shuta Funeral Services in Stevens Point and Plover, here to help you with all your funeral needs. 2 convenient locations and a personal local touch. Let the experienced staff serve your family. Learn more at shootafuneral.com. And guys, she'll remember prom for the rest of her life. Make sure her prom flowers are the best of the best from Hefco Floral, Patriots Tower, downtown Marshfield. Talked about the Marshfield Tigers. They were undefeated in Wisconsin Valley Conference play, winning their 4th consecutive conference title. They were 12-0 in conference this year. They finished the regular season 18-6 overall. They did play Waunakee, that game in La Crosse, a neutral site game a couple months back, and it was Waunakee 59-55 winners. Is there any carryover here? Usually not, although you can sometimes harken back to how I defended this guy or how he defended me, make some small changes, but usually, especially in high school sports, one game has very little to do with the next. Waunakee, again, out of the Badger Large Conference. They claimed a share of the conference title in first place. Finished 19-5, overall 12-2 in conference. They are coached by Tyler Selk, and we will hear a lot about, probably hear a lot about Eli Selk, a 6'4" senior for this Warriors basketball team. The Marshfield Tigers are coached by Chris Fisher in his 5th year. Again, for Marshfield in the playoff run, beat Appleton East 53-38. That atoned for a season-opening loss to Appleton East, 39-37. Then beat Stevens Point in the regional final, 57-56. Marshfield survived a buzzer-beating attempt from Grant Chandana a couple of Saturdays ago. Beat Eau Claire Memorial in Neillsville, 58-47, and that's a sectional semifinal. And then again, beat Kimberly 62-35. For the Warriors and their path to this Kohl Center here this evening, beat Madison West 88-51, and then in a regional final beat Sun Prairie West 69-66. A bit of a nail-biter there for the Warriors. Sectional semifinal took care of Verona 77-64, and then again on Saturday beat Sun Prairie East 75-70. For the Waunakee Warriors, Caden McKenzie leads the team, 17 points per game. Eli Selk, 14 points per game. And Jack Ellickson, just over 10 points per game. For the Marshfield Tigers, Brooks Hinson, 17 points per game. Chris Pohl, 13 points per game. And Landon Lee, 13 points per game. Scoring leaders for the Marshfield Tigers. And we are zeroing in on 0 hour here in this one. Again, full color video highlights. Possibly out tonight. Better shot at tomorrow morning just because of the lateness of the hour. But we've got Mike Wendland on the sideline. He's collecting video highlights. And we are off and running. The opening tip will go to the Warriors as Caden McKenzie chases it down. And the Warriors in their all whites, tops and bottoms, purple stripe on either side. And purple number possess here first. Marshfield defending in their all blacks, top and bottom. Orange numbers on the front and back. There's a skip pass in the corner. Jack Ellickson, 3 is good. And the Warriors strike first here in this one. Let's see if we can get our scoreboard put up there for you. And we do. There we go, 3-0. Landon Lee with it up top. Now Chris Pohl, and ball worked around to Joey Ketterer. Tigers work the ball around the perimeter. Val Ramberg and a bit of a buzz cut. Here's Chris Pohl pulling up for 3, and he hits. Pohl answers back as he pulled up from the far wing. And Waunakee working right to left. So on the right side of me as I stare at the Wisconsin W staring right back at me. Chris Pohl from the right side of the floor. Far wing, spot up 3 and hit it. So here's Caden McKenzie at the free throw line. Stops his dribble there with Hinson defending. Now Trey Murray with it. Murray will give way to Vance Johnson. Now corner for Selk. Selk takes Pohl to the hole and hits the layup. Actually, that was Ellickson. Ellickson to the rack. Took Chris Pohl for a ride. Ellickson, a 6'4" senior. Here's Pohl answering back. No, short on, or too long on the 3, I should say. Waunakee with the rebound. Rebound pulled down by Johnson. There's a drive right down the other side. Caden McKenzie, nobody stopped ball for the Tigers, and the 6'4" senior took advantage. Tigers quickly in their front court. Ketterer far wing, now Lee up top, circled to Ramberg on this near wing. Chris Pohl, Joey Ketterer, Brooks Hinson, Landon Lee, Valen Ramberg, starting 5 on the floor for the Tigers. 15:50. We are just underway here in this first half. Here's Ramberg. College 3 is too strong. And rebound Eli Selk. McKenzie, Murray, Ellickson, Selk, and Johnson on the floor for the Warriors. Baseline drive for Ellickson. Cut off there by Pohl. Better job defending on this trip down for Pohl. Ellickson gets the ball back. Attempts Pohl one more time. Pohl pushes him back to the perimeter. And ball knocked away by Ketterer. Steal Tigers. Pohl in the front court. Now Lee. Lee left alone. 3 is on its way and good. Landon Lee hits the 3. 1-point game. Pohl and Lee with 3-pointers for the Tigers. Ellickson's got 5 for the Warriors. Ellickson ball in hand now. Now picks up his dribble. Pohl comes out. Ball bounced over to Vance Johnson. Johnson works on Ramberg in the lane off the backboard. Kind of a wild shot. Ramberg with the rebound. Ramberg may have dislodged that shot attempt anyway. Ketterer on the near wing. Now Hinson. First time I've called Brooks Hinson's name. He's the standout for the Tigers. 17 points per game. Lee with it. Top of the circle. Lee, jab step, back up 3. That was short. He shot that over Ellickson. And rebound to the Warriors. McKenzie brings it up the floor. Now puts the Warriors offense to motion. Both student sections represented about equally well. Smaller student sections than the game before. Trey Murray comes up short. Marshfield with the rebound. Marshfield brought the pep band. Well, you may have heard some of that Marshfield Tigers pep band in our pregame. Waunakee Sands Band, even though they have the shortest trip of anybody here to this state tournament. I believe, right? I think so. May have to double check my math on that later. Actually, Abundant Life Christian probably with the shortest. Chris Pohl hits another shot. That a 2. So Abundant Life Christian, probably the shortest trip. Waunakee just down the road. 8-7 Marshfield. 13:20 left in the half. Again, thanks for joining. Full video, color, highlights will follow the game at some point. Lee defends on the drive. Waunakee gets it back. The putback from Johnson wasn't there. Ball still being scrambled for. Brooks Hinson will find it and pick it up. Tigers had to survive a couple of Warriors shot attempts that time down. Here's Lee with it, top of the key. He dances around McKenzie, now gives off to Ketterer, gets it back. Another shot fake from Lee. Defense for the Warriors stays true. Lee will cycle it back out and may have thrown it away. No, Ketterer's going to save it just before the half-court line. Not a crisp pass there from Lee. Here's Ketterer on the baseline. Ketterer working in off the backboard, left that short. And that shot was definitely altered by the 6'4" senior Caden McKenzie, who defended Ketterer on the baseline. Here's Eli Selk. Selk bounces over to Johnson. Now a three on the way from Ellickson. That one rims in and out. Ramberg with the rebound. Tigers maintain its 1-point lead. Just over 12 minutes left here in half number 1. And if you've followed Marshfield basketball at all this year, pretty typical. Keep things rolling, not a lot of timeouts. We have been in motion since the tip. Cutter is Lee. Pohl found him, and we get a foul. Lee was fouled by Eli Selk.
Fouls on Waunakee, number 22, Eli Selk.
Set your sails and let the winds guide you to River Edge Golf Course for the return of the Friday Fish Buffet, but only 4 Fridays starting March 28th. That's coming up this Friday. Get ready a week from now, as a matter of fact. Get ready for Cajun, broiled, and deep-fried fish, plus all the extras. The River Edge Friday Buffet returns on Friday, but only for a limited time. Timeout on the floor. We will do the same. You're watching Division I State Semifinal Basketball on Zaleski Sports.
We're back with Better Halves. Jane is looking for a better health plan. Jane?
I need someone who'll make time for me. So, how would you two get to know me?
You want time? I'll keep you on hold all night long.
He sounds gross.
Jane, I'm Steve from security. I won't treat you like a number. I've got award-winning service and coverage made just for you.
Now that's better. Next up, networks.
Join the Gross family of satisfied customers at Gross Buick in Marshfield. Come see their large selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs on the Marshfield lot. Or find it at grossauto.com, and we'll have it delivered to Marshfield for your convenience. You'll love their people and state-of-the-art service department, where service guests get a free courtesy car. Top it all off with the Gross lifetime engine warranty on most vehicles. Gross Buick of Marshfield.
Back here in the Kohl Center in Madison, we play on A.B. Nicholas Court. Coming out of the media timeout, Marshfield inbound, and on the inbound, Lee sends it into Pohl. He's hammered on his way to the rim. And we've got a pair of free throws coming for Chris Pohl. And the second foul on Eli Selk, so developing story there for Coach Tyler Selk. As Chris Pohl steps to the Jamie Wenzel Serve Pro free throw line. Call Jamie Wenzel at Serve Pro for the #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro like it never happened. Pohl hits on the first as Selk takes a break. In for him is Mac Johnson, a 6'5" sophomore. Also in the game for the Warriors is 6'2" senior Trey. Back in the game is Trey Murray, I should say. Pohl hits on both. Tigers lead by 3. Again, this was a 3-point win for Waunakee a couple of months ago. Also a neutral site game, that at the Lacrosse Center. Warriors in the front court. They trail by 3. Here's Johnson in the game, gives it up to McKenzie, far wing. He'll pull the trigger on a 3 from there and hit it. Shot that one over Brooks Hinson. Did Caden McKenzie. And we are tied at 10, 11:25 left to play here in the first. Here's Pohl inside the 3-point line, far wing. Now dribbles it out. Lee over to Hinson. Hinson thought about a college 3. Now Pohl will take the 3 from the far wing. That off back iron, no good. And we're going to get a loose ball foul on Joey Ketterer as he climbed up on Wes Ducharme. Ducharme pulled the rebound down. Ketterer climbed on top of him. So first Marshfield foul of this first half. Johnson top of the key. Now back to McKenzie. McKenzie He's got 5 points and finds inside. He found Trey Murray. Murray, though, maybe a little bit too far in, hit the bottom of the rim on the shot. And the Tigers come away with it. Lee bounces to Hinson. Hinson on the low block. Hinson working in the lane, fading, shooting off the front of the rim, no good. That was defended well by Ducharme. The Warriors set up shop in front of the Marshfield bench to my left. Again, I stare at the Wisconsin W, correctly pointed right back at me. Right at center court. Ducharme, Ketterer pushes him back outside the three-point line. Ducharme keeps his dribble, now works on Ketterer. Ducharme to the rack and shot that one too strong off the backboard. Hinson comes away with it. Here come the Tigers. Ketterer thought about a wing three, instead dumps inside to Pole. Low block here on this near side. Now kick out. Ramberg, deep three off back iron, no good. And Johnson with the rebound. So Tigers coming up empty these last couple shots, last couple times down. Here's McKenzie. Ducharme, he'll dump inside to Johnson. Pole there, just outside the low block. Now Johnson works Pole inside and lost the dribble. Hinson comes away with it again. Hinson left alone, straight on three, and he nailed it. Brooks Hinson on the scoreboard for the first time tonight. The Warriors let him go. May not have read the scouting report on Brooks Hinson. Here's McKenzie, now a kick out. Murray works far side baseline on Ketterer. Ketterer stays with him, and we've got a shooting foul here. Chris Fisher can't believe it. He thought that should have been a jump ball, but foul's going to go on Ketterer. That's his second. And that's going to send Wes Ducharme to the free throw line.
Shooting two is Wes Ducharme.
For expertise, honesty, and stellar service, look no further than Heritage Auto Body. Their team of professionals uses the latest technology to ensure that your vehicle comes back to you looking like new. They provide free estimates and work with the insurance companies to make it easy for you. Heritage Body on Heritage Drive on Marshfield's south sides. Ducharme misses on the front end as Trey Murray heads back off the floor. And we see Ty Hansel in the game for the first time, a 6'4" senior. Ducharme hits on the second, and we have a timeout. Marshfield leads it as our first quarter is coming to a close. 9:15 left. Marshfield 13, Waunakee 11. You're listening to Division I State Semifinal Basketball on Zaleski Sports.
Tired of hearing about checking account features? So are we. It's more about what you can do with your money to live the life you want. Forward Bank puts your access to everything you need in the palm of your hand. Mobile deposit, recurring digital payments, transfer funds, or pay a friend easily. Yes, our checking is free and includes all that you would expect. It's supported by your neighbors and friends at Forward, dedicated to serving our communities. Open online today at forward.bank.
Hi, I'm Big Clarence, and I'm so terrific that Mall Furniture decided to name their latest and greatest sale after me, Big Clarence.
Sorry, Clarence. Apparently you misunderstood. It's Mall Furniture's clearance sale. And right now the savings are phenomenal on all the top quality furniture at
Mall Furniture's clearance sale.
That's Mall Furniture's clearance sale.
Clarence!
That's clearance, Clarence.
And back here to the Kohl Center, Jason Zaleski here on this ride with you. Marshfield leads 13-11. Here's Hinson with it, takes a screen from Pole. Now over to Lee, and off the unexpected arm of Val Ramberg. Pole, though, with it. Marshfield keeps possession. First quarter is behind us. Pole inside and hits. Chris Pole working through traffic. Pole, a 6'8" junior, worked his way inside and had the best view of the rim once he got there. There's Johnson, as Ramberg follows Johnson to the hole. Good defense there from Val Ramberg. Shot came up short. Another rebound for the Tigers. Here's Lee. Lee dribbling, got it poked away by McKenzie. Scramble on the floor, and it'll be a jump ball. Possession arrow points to the Tigers. At Stratford Plumbing and Heating, your comfort and convenience is top priority. They service all brands and do complete furnace and air conditioning install, providing professional services. Stratford, Marshfield, and the area. Call Stratford Plumbing and Heating today, your home comfort experts. Lee inbounds to Pohl. Pohl far corner. Now ball up top to Hinson. Worked around to this near side to Ramberg. Ramberg inside the three-point line. Pull up and hit. Valen Ramberg 2 steps inside the three-point line. Maybe that's the range. He's missed on a couple of deep threes in the first quarter of this game. There's Murray, far side. Now gives off to Ducharme. Ducharme with Hinson defending on him. Ducharme probes. Nothing working there. Ball temporarily in the hand of Hansel. Now swung far side to Murray. Ball bounced now. Eli Selk back in the game with the 2 fouls. He's got it far baseline as Cam Kolstad defends there. Kolstad in the game for the first time here tonight. I think it's nighttime outside. I haven't been outside in a long time. Here's a 3 from Ty Hansel, and he hit it. Ty Hansel got open on this near wing and buried the 3, his first points tonight. Chris Pohl leads all scorers with 9. On the other end, Brooks Hinson for 3. Brooks dialed it up. Hinson's got 6. He's got 2 3-pointers. Lee went for the steal. Tigers got to get back into position, and they do. Ball dribbled around by Murray now over to Ducharme. Ducharme will get it back at the top of the key. Lee there working around a screen from Johnson and dribbled it out of bounds. It's Tigers basketball. And we've got a media timeout. 6:54 left in this first half. Marshfield 20. Waunakee 14, you're listening to Division I Semifinal State Basketball on Zaleski Sports.
Welcome to Bruce Orthodontics, where we provide comprehensive orthodontic care to patients of all ages. We are now accepting new patients, and we accept most insurances.
Orthodontics is much more than just a job to me. It is my passion and my life. What separates us from other orthodontists is constant continuing education for myself and my staff, compassion, and dedication. Here at Bruce Orthodontics, we change lives one smile at a time. I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile.
Call us to set up your free consultation today.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fury, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflatiri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
(2014) Marshfield leads, under 7 minutes to play here in half number 1. Coming out of a media timeout, Landon Lee and the Tigers walk the ball across the timeline and set up in the half court. Ramberg stands on the outside stem of the Wisconsin W, now gets it back from Ketterer. And unloads now to Lee. Lee now dribbles on this near side outside the three-point line, now circles inside the free throw line. Lee still on the bounce, and we'll go far wing. And now skip it over to Ramberg. Ramberg had to take that ball on the bounce. Now kick out to Lee. Lee, far side baseline. Had one defender in the air. Kolstad got the feed down low, missed on the layup, got his own rebound, and gives it off the pole. Tigers will cycle it around the outside and start anew here, this time down. 6:05 left to play in the first half. Lee back on the Wisconsin W. Hounded there by Caden McKenzie. And Pohl, a juggling act on the far sideline, maintains control as he dribbles on Ellickson. And we're going to have an offensive foul. Chris Pohl. Pohl turned, Ellickson turned with him. May have been some crafty defense there from Jack Ellickson. He ended up on the floor. The whistle blows and the foul is called on Chris Pohl. Now there was some contact there as I watched the replay here in the Kohl Center. Some contact as Pohl and Ellickson battled towards the lane. So here come the Warriors. Kolstad with the steal. Layup on the run out is good. Camden Kolstad picks the pocket and goes the distance. Tigers with its largest lead here of the half. They lead by 8, 22-14, 5:20 left in the half. Looking for a matchup is the winner of this one against Wisconsin Lutheran in tomorrow's Division I state championship game. Wisconsin Lutheran hung on 58-57, survived a buzzer-beating attempt from Oshkosh North. And down low, Hinson providing defense. McKenzie dribbles it off his hip and out of bounds. Another turnover to the Tigers. So Lee again walks it up. We play under 5 minutes left here in the first half. Ball batted around, and the Warriors going to come away with it. So turnover, Tigers turn it over right back. Here's Selk. Inside to Ellickson, and inside to... Now that was Vance Johnson, my apologies. Another Tiger steal. Now Pohl dishes to Kolstad on the run. Cam missed the layup. And last touched by the Tigers. It'll be Waunakee basketball. Tigers on the run there. Kolstad couldn't corral it and get it in. Both teams having trouble securing the ball in their half court. We saw Elk Mound score 11 points in the first half yesterday. Waunakee's on 14 in the first half today. Entry pass inside to Caden McKenzie, and Hinson is going to be called with a foul. He went to swipe and dig and made contact with McKenzie. McKenzie in the act of shooting. He'll step to the free throw line for a pair. Infinity Exteriors installing peace of mind, roofing, siding, and windows built to last. Saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors. We guarantee quality you can trust at Infinity Exteriors. The first from McKenzie rattles in and out. Bruce Orthodontics provides comprehensive orthodontic care for patients of all ages, now accepting new patients at the Marshfield office and accept most insurances. Bruce Orthodontics, changing lives one smile at a time. McKenzie able to bring home the second free throw. 22-15 Marshfield leads, 4:13 left in the half. Here's Lee working on McKenzie. Defended well, gives off now to Hinson, gets it back. Now Kolstad far wing, Pohl up top with it. Pohl now swings, makes the move inside the elbow, and got that one knocked away and stolen away by McKenzie. Here come the Warriors on the break. Tiger defense transition was good. Kick out now, Jack Ellickson, three off the front of the rim, no good. And we're going to get a loose ball foul on who? And it looks like they may call Pohl, and they will. That's his second, as Pohl and Vance Johnson fought for the loose ball. Pohl hit the deck, but he's called for the foul. Again, his second, team fifth. Ethan Connect into the game for the first time here tonight as Pohl takes a break with the two fouls. Again, Connect in the starting lineup for most of the year, but battling through an injury late in the season out of the starting lineup. Here's a three from Ellickson on the way out of the inbound and missed it. Rattled in and out. Hinson with the rebound for the Tigers. Now Lee blows past McKenzie to the rack and good. Quick first step from Landon Lee. We've seen that all season. He's got 5. Tigers lead by 9, 24-15. Warriors with it up top. Johnson looks for a passing partner in McKenzie. Doesn't get it there due to the defense from Brooks Hinson. And instead underhands it over to Ellickson. Now Johnson around the right side. He's fouled on the take, and Ethan Connect is going to pick up the foul. And that'll send the 6'3 senior Vance Johnson to the free throw line for 2. 3:06 to play here in the half. Marshfield 24-15. Mondays were made for Mac. Get to Nuts Deep in Marshfield for Mac Mondays and try one of the delicious Mac options. There's a whole menu of options at Nuts Deep in Marshfield, so hurry in and find your new favorite as Vance Johnson hits the first. First point tonight for Johnson. Second is on its way and no good. Ramberg with the rebound. That one hit off the front of the rim, off the right side and out. Hinson and Murray do battle. Hinson now will give off to Kolstad. Nothing working there. Gets it back now to Hinson. Takes a screen from Connect, far left side. And the switch, he ends up with Johnson on him. Here's Lee again. Lee just handled McKenzie. Lee now left side. Layup no good. Connect offensive rebound and the putback for Ethan Connect. Connect there to clean it up. 10-point lead for the Tigers. Here's Ellickson on the shot fake. Now Johnson on the far wing. Skips it. Wide open corner three. Trey Murray hit it.
Trey Murray.
So Murray hits the three from the corner. That's his first points tonight. 2:11 to play. 26-19 Marshfield. Here's Ramberg top of the key. Now works left side. Works left on Johnson. Now Kolstad with it, far wing. Hinson will reset from the Wisconsin W. Lee between the circles. Now we'll back it up. Lee gets past Johnson, and the pass goes through Ramberg's hands as Lee came through the lane. He was looking to unload, chose Ramberg. He wasn't ready. Ball goes out of bounds. It's going to be Warriors basketball on the other side of this media timeout. 1:46 left in the half. Marshfield Tigers 26, Waunakee Warriors 19. You're listening to Division I State Semifinal Basketball on Zaleski Sports.
Does your roof need attention? Don't replace it, restore it with Seamless Commercial Roofing. Our process is guaranteed and a fraction of the cost of replacement with no downtime. When your roof needs attention, call Seamless Commercial Roofing in Marshfield.
Founded in 2011, Marshfield Fast Pitch is a competitive fast pitch softball club. Players range in age from 7 to 18 years old. They consist of girls from central Wisconsin and headquartered in Marshfield. Throughout the year, teams compete in tournaments locally, around the state, and nationally. During the winter, practices, lessons, and clinics are held at our indoor facility. Marshfield Fast Pitch specializes in player physical and mental development with the hopes of making a big impact on their team. Visit our website at marshfieldfastpitch.com. Marshfield Pep Band plays during our timeout. Marshfield leads Waunakee 26-19, 1:46 to play. Just like these players bring their best to the court, Ridgetop Exteriors brings top-tier performance to your home. Roofing, siding, windows, doors, Ridgetop Exteriors has the winning strategy to protect your home. Visit ridgetopexteriors.com and score big with trusted, local, affordable service. Again, thanks for listening along here this evening. Full color video highlights will be on Facebook, maybe tonight, most likely in the morning. You'll find those on Facebook at Zaleski Sports first. Warriors with the ball out of the media timeout. Ramberg ran past one Waunakee ball handler, and that freed up Vance Johnson down low. And Johnson an easy layup from the left side. So Warriors get points out of the media timeout. They bring it to within 5, 1:15 to play. Here's Lee on the baseline. Picks up his dribble, now Hinson. Ramberg with it up top. Ramberg battled against Ducharme, then loaded a three and missed. Offensive rebound, Brooks Hinson, and on Hinson's putback, after he missed the shot, regathered, put it back up, and he's fouled. 2 free throws coming up for Brooks Hinson. Foul is on Caden McKenzie. That's his first, just the team third with 1:01 to play. No trouble there for the Warriors. Brooks Hinson at the Jamie Wenzel Serve Pro free throw line. Call Jamie Wenzel at Serve Pro for the #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Hinson around the world and out on the first free throw attempt. Camden Kolstad back in for the Tigers. Pohl goes out. They want Pohl in those 2 fouls to not be on the floor defensively if possible. So the offense-defensive substitution there for Coach Chris Fisher and his Tigers. Hinson hits on the second. Tigers have led by as many as 10. They lead 27-21. Clock now runs fast, under a minute. Just that second number, right? The number on the seconds column makes it look like it's really fast. Here's Ducharme on the baseline. Now kick out wing to Ellickson. Ellickson will bring it back up top. Now McKenzie bounces to Johnson. All this beyond the three-point circle line, and Jack Ellickson missed on the three-point attempt from the corner. And Hinson rebound. Landon Lee helped to block everybody out on that side. Hinson rips down the rebound. Final 30 seconds, and again, if you've watched Marshfield Tigers basketball this season, you know they'd like to hold for the last shot. That one nearly stolen, though, by McKenzie. And Hinson and the Tigers going to call a timeout. They'll have 17 seconds to work with as Marshfield calls the timeout. They lead 27-21. Back for the final 17 seconds of this Division I state semifinal boys basketball game right after this on Zaleski Sports.
Nat over at Wheeler Chevrolet GMC, and I am standing in our all-new express lane. Open now, no appointment necessary. Stop on in and get things like oil changes, filters, quick lubes, No appointment necessary. See you soon.
Five on the floor for the Warriors. McKenzie, Murray, Ducharme, Ellickson, and Johnson. For the Tigers, Hinson, Lee, Kolstad, Connect, and Ramberg. 17.7 left in the half. Marshfield, no doubt, will take a lead into the halftime. They lead again 27-21 and will have ball coming out of its own timeout as Hinson will inbound to Lee in the backcourt. And the Tigers look to have last shot. Lee crosses the timeline, 9 seconds left in the half. Pohl steps out, set a screen for Lee. He passed it by, and then Lee's going to get fouled from behind. It's only team foul number 4, so the Tigers will inbound again. It is, though, the second on Caden McKenzie. But just the 4th team foul, so no harm on the foul on the floor for Waunakee. And they will take McKenzie out and preserve his 3 fouls for the second half. Lee on the second Wisconsin S under the Marshfield basket gets it into Hinson. 2-1. Hinson, a shot put that wasn't close, and the first half has come to an end. Good defense there by Waunakee on that final inbound, I should say, to go along with the errant shot from Brooks Hinson. 27-21 is your halftime score here from the Kohl Center in Madison. Winner here will play Wisconsin Lutheran. Championship Saturday tomorrow. We head to our halftime break. We'll have some first half stats and other musings as our halftime will be here in just a couple moments. You're listening to Division I High School Boys Basketball Semifinal on Zaleski Sports. Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield has tasty char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between. Check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See Chips' complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream, all served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield. Be a champ and have a chipperific day.
Is your business, church, or organization getting a fair deal on your copier contracts? Do you even know how much you're spending? Bauernfeind Business Technologies has been in the office technology industry for 70 years. We have an award-winning service department, and customers love our fair and flexible service contracts. If you're currently a customer, thank you. If you currently work with one of our competitors, let's talk. We can tell you if you're overpaying or getting a good deal. BBT, we want to be the easiest vendor you work with. b-bt.com.
From humble beginnings in 1904, the Wheatrick family has grown Grassland Dairy Products into one of the largest processors of butter in the nation. Based in Greenwood, Wisconsin, the family and its hundreds of employees continue their pursuit of providing high-quality products that can proudly be served in restaurants and homes across America.
Marshfield 27, Waunakee 21 here at our halftime break. We've got 8 minutes left before start of second half action here. We'll go through some first half scoring. And first for the Waunakee Warriors, it is Caden McKenzie. He's got 6 points. Jack Ellison with 5, and 3 points apiece for Ty Hansel, Trey Murray, and Vance Johnson. They each have 3, and it's Wes Ducharme with a made free throw and a single point for Ducharme. For the Tigers in the first half, and leading all scorers is Chris Pohl with 9. He does, though, have those 2 fouls, sat out for essentially the second quarter of this game. Brooks Hinson with 7, Landon Lee with 5, Val Ramberg, Camden Kolstad, and Ethan Connect each with 2. First half shooting for the Warriors, they are 39% from the floor, 7 of 18, and they are 3 of 6 from the free throw line. And if you went to math class in elementary school, you know that's 50% from the free throw line. For Marshfield, 10 of 21 from the floor, 47%, 4 of 10 from outside the arc, and 3 of 4 from the free throw line are the Tigers. Again, Chris Pohl with 9 points for Marshfield and 6 points for Caden McKenzie. of Waunakee, your team leaders scoring respectively. Played this for you in our pregame. We'll go ahead and hit it now in our halftime. This was our catch-up with Marshfield Tigers basketball before practice on Wednesday. And for the first time since 1994, the Marshfield Tigers are going to state.
We're making sure that we enjoy the time we have to because we're going to be able to maximize the amount of practice time that we get from November to the end of state championship week. There's not a lot of teams that are able to do that, so we're making sure that we enjoy the time together, but at the same time we've got a lot of competitors on our coaching staff and on our roster that they're looking for more. We've made one of our goals a reality. Now we got to make sure that we see how far we can take this. That could be a challenge because they're teenage boys and I don't know what's going through their heads right now. I do know that when we're together and when we're practicing on that court, they're very focused on the drills that we're doing. They're focused on our scouting reports and all the prep work that we've got going on. But once they leave our gym, you're hoping that they make good decisions. You're hoping that their mindset is correct. I think they are. We do have a very mature group, 8 seniors to lead the way for us. So we're excited to be able to compete at a high level down there.
I mean, it's just a normal practice week. It's just one game at a time. We're focused on Waunakee right now. We're just trying to put together a game plan that's going to help us win. Yeah, obviously it's a cool environment. Something we've always dreamed of doing. So we're going to take it all in, but once that horn blows, it's just basketball.
I'd say practice has been fine. Still try to kick up a lot in practice this week. Still just kind of be as competitive as we can.
Yeah, we gotta still get better in practice every day. It's a state, and then we gotta go for the gold ball.
I mean, it's gonna be a fun atmosphere. There's thousands of people are gonna be there. I've never seen Marshfield play before, and it's gonna be a fun time. We just gotta learn to calm down a little bit and still play our game we can.
Yeah, I mean, our other playoff games have been really packed, so shouldn't be anything bad here.
Listen live Friday night as Marshfield takes on Waunakee in a Division I state semifinal boys basketball game right here on Zaleski Sports. Tigers, their largest lead today by 5. Here's Henson. He hit another one! Brooks Henson, unconscious out here today. And again, we are joined by the sounds of the Marshfield Tigers pep band off in the distance as the band is here in full throat, all in orange as they are to my left. Marshfield Tigers bench to my left. It'll be Waunakee basketball to start half number 2, 3:47 left in our halftime break. Thanks to our game day sponsors, Brown's Bar, Woodfield Inn and Suites, Rem's Funeral Home, and G&D Wood Products. Again, first half scoring leaders for Waunakee. Leading all Waunakee Warriors in scoring is Caden McKenzie, 6 points, 2 of 2 from the field, including a 3-point basket, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. And for Marshfield, Chris Pohl, the 3-pointer and 2 field goals, 2 free throws. That's 9 points every time I add it up. As the Marshfield Tigers come out of the tunnel, they head back to the floor. 3 minutes left before the start of second half. Division I semifinal here in Madison. Back for more right after this on Zaleski Sports.
Uncle Minton wants you to ride into huge savings this tax season.
With up to 76% off furniture and Mittens pays the tax, you honestly can't miss this sale.
We're your one-stop shop for all your favorite brands of appliances.
Get the latest sleep technology for your best night's rest.
And save the tax. Mittens Furniture, Appliances, and Mattresses is dedicated to stretch your dollars further this tax season in downtown Marshfield.
Hi, I'm Josh Marks, owner of Infinity Exteriors. 9 out of 10 brand new roofs can't pass a simple manufacturer warranty inspection, meaning 9 out of 10 brand new roofs have no warranty. Infinity operates on principles instilled in my Marine Corps service: honor, courage, and commitment. Infinity is meticulous craftsmanship, unbeatable quality, and always at the best price. Infinity buys more, pays less, passing those savings directly to you. We're booking new roofs, siding, and windows. Call today.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, how can I help you?
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken has been voted best pizza in Marshfield 16 years in a row. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken is ready for your call now. Choose drunken chicken, BLT, Western, mac and cheese, sweet chili chicken, and more. Plus, Scotty's has broasted chicken, fish sandwiches, salads, and desserts. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, 715-384-8118 and scottyspizza.com.
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, how can I help you?
Hey everybody, Nat over at Wheeler Chevrolet GMC, and I am standing in our all-new Express Lane. Open now, no appointment necessary. Stop on in and get things like oil changes, filters, quick lubes. No appointment necessary. See you soon.
.40 seconds left here in our halftime break. Both teams on the floor. Marshfield finishes their warm-ups and head to the bench to get second half instructions from Coach Chris Fisher. Again, first half scoring for Waunakee looks like this. Caden McKenzie with 6 points. Jack Ellickson with 5. 3 points for Trey Murray, Ty Hansel, and Vance Johnson. And 1 point for Wes Ducharme. And for the Marshfield Tigers, Chris Pohl with 9. Brooks Hinson with 7. Landon Lee with 5. And 2 points for Valen Ramberg, Cam Kolstad, and Ethan Connect apiece. And the final second is ticked off the clock. Our halftime horn has sounded. And our DJ asks if you're ready for the second half. Why not? Let's do it. What else do we have going on, right? Yeah, nothing. We play here at the Kohl Center in Madison, home of the Wisconsin Badgers, who are in a round of 32 game tomorrow. What is it, tip around 6:30? It's going to be real dicey around here, attempting to watch a Division II and a Division I state championship game and the Badgers on the TV at the same time, but determined minds can probably figure that out. Again, Waunakee inbounds. Possession arrow switches to the Tigers. Warriors with the ball. Here's Johnson with it. Johnson gives off now far side as Ramberg blocks the shot of Jack Ellickson as he attempted a baseline drive. Tiger defense wins on the first possession. Here's Lee now. Lee driving in on McKenzie. Now kicks it out to Hinson. Hinson on the baseline. Hangs, floats, and hits. Brooks Hinson had to hang over the top of Eli Selk and banked it off the backboard and in. Tigers draw first here in this second half. Quick step by McKenzie. Cut off, though, by Pohl. Kick out. Ellickson on the far side. Baseline drive there is tied up by Lee. No, Ellickson got it back, and it is stripped out of bounds by Ramberg. It looked like we were going to have a tie up there momentarily between Lee and Ellickson, but Ellickson ripped it free and then got it blasted out of bounds by Ramberg. McKenzie inbounds, and Ketterer knocks it away. Joey Ketterer, speaking of some guys in that first half that spent some time on the bench. Ketterer also picked up 2 fouls, as did Pohl. Ketterer, though, didn't get back in after he came out with the 2 fouls. As Marshfield races down to the other side, Jack Ellickson picks up the foul. And into Pohl it comes out of the baseline out of bounds. Lee fired right into Pohl. And Pohl is fouled on his way to the rim. And 2 free throws coming up for Chris Pohl. The foul there picked up by Vance Johnson, his first, team second. Pohl hits the first from the Jamie Wenzel Serve Pro free throw line. Call Jamie Wenzel at Serve Pro for the #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. 10 points for Chris Pohl, first in double figures here on the floor tonight. That's on either side. Hits the second, 2 of 2. That trip down for Pohl. He's got 11. And the 6'8 junior pacing the way here in this one. Underhand toss to Ellickson. This side 3 is good. Hit it from the near wing, did Ellickson, as again the Warriors work left to right. In their all-white uniforms, purple stripes on either side and around the shoulders. Marshfield all black, orange numbers and stripes down the sides of the shorts. Here's Hinson on the far side. Backs down on Murray. All the way down the low block, pivoting, now kick out. Ketterer wide open, three is just off the mark. Well, that didn't miss by much, but it did, and Warriors with the rebound. Ellickson comes away with it. Ramberg steps out on him. They play 35 feet from the basket. Now Hansel gets it. Lee stands in front of Hansel, and Johnson had to jump to collect that pass. Here's McKenzie now, far wing. Hinson there with him. Tiger defense good this time down, under 16 to play. 31-24 Marshfield. Johnson turns around, pass. Baseline drive, and back to Eli Selk it goes. The baseline drive from Trey Murray, that opened up Selk. He found him, and Selk with an easy bucket down low. First points tonight for Eli Selk. Again, he comes in averaging 14 points per game, but got in some foul trouble early. Marshfield did the job on him. Ramberg all the way in close, missed on the turnaround from the low block. A rebound out to Selk. Ketterer in tow across the half-court line. Now in the hands of McKenzie. Johnson at the three-point line looking for a passing partner. Finds one to his left in Ellickson. And Ramberg is going to pick up a foul as he had looked to poke it away from Ellickson. Second foul on Val Ramberg. Second team foul here in the half. Or was that the first? I'm looking ahead. That was the first on Ramberg. I looked up and it said 1 on the scoreboard. They put it up there awfully fast. Here's Selk at the free throw line. Bounces into side to Johnson. Ramberg with the block. Johnson thought it was a goaltend. Here come the Tigers. Hinson with it in the lane. Hinson leaning in. No. Ball batted around, fought for, and Ellickson and the Warriors going to come away with it. Hinson a little bit out of control, leaning in. Had to kind of flick it up at the rim. Couldn't get it to go. Here's Alexander now, outside to Johnson. Johnson, top of the key, bounces to Selk. Ketterer in on him. Selk just outside the lane. Ball got knocked free. Lee comes away with it. Here come the Tigers in transition. Outside pole, wing, three, no. And Ramberg had a hand on it, but McKenzie comes away with the rebound. Ramberg may have mistimed that jump a bit. That ball got behind him and lands in the hands of Caden McKenzie. 14:07 left to play. Tigers lead 31-26. Hansel now to Johnson. Johnson fires down low to Ellickson. He got free on Ramberg and scores. Jack Ellickson with a cut down the baseline. Ellickson with 10. He joins Pohl in double figures. Pohl with 11. Here's Hinson in the lane. Fires outside to Ramberg. He'll pop a three in front of the Tigers bench. Come up short. Ramberg's got a single made field goal today. That was just inside the three-point line. He's missed all the other shots. And here's Selk twisting through the lane. He draws contact and a foul. And in the act of shooting was Eli Selk. He'll go to the free throw line for a pair. Foul is on Landon Lee, his first. Lee got in foul trouble over in Wisconsin Rapids on Saturday. Sat for a large portion of that second half. Didn't matter, though, for the Tigers. They easily handled Kimberly. So here's Selk to the free throw line and hits on the first.
Checking in for Waunakee is West Descharm and Matt Johnson.
West Descharm and Vance Johnson, Mac Johnson checking in. The next time you shop insurance, call Brad Krecklau and Ian Pierce, your full-service rural mutual agents in Marshfield. Call 715-384-2826 today. Rural Mutual Insurance of Marshfield. Selk misses on the second. Tigers rebound. 2-point game, 31-29. Tigers been somewhat cold from the field here in the second half. Inside to Pohl. He stands outside the low block this side. Now works in the lane, cuts, and passes to a cutting Cam Kolstad. At 6'8", height for Chris Pohl allowed him to see over the top of the Waunakee defense and saw Kolstad cutting on the baseline and layup for Camden Kolstad. His second bucket tonight, he's got 4, and now taken away by Kolstad down low. He's fouled on the steal, and he's checking his lip for a leak. May have got popped in the lip, but he hasn't discovered a leak. Not as of yet. And we get a timeout on the floor. 12:53 to play. Marshfield, 4-point lead, 33-29 over Waunakee. You're listening to Division I State Semifinal Basketball on Zaleski Sports, presented by ShedsDelivered.com.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
Take your valuable possessions from outdoors to indoors with help from ShedsDelivered.com. It's your one-stop shop for sheds, barns, cabins, garages, greenhouses, chicken coops, and hunting blinds, all crafted by skilled Amish artisans. Headquartered in Loyal, Rod and April make it easy. Just visit ShedsDelivered.com to design your perfect structure. With short lead times and free delivery and installation, Sheds Delivered is the smart choice for outdoor storage. That's ShedsDelivered.com. Go today.
12:53 to play, 33-29 Marshfield over Waunakee, and winner here will play Wisconsin Lutheran tomorrow night for a Division I state championship. Chris Pohl paces the Tigers. He's got 9. Jack Ellickson, 10 points for the Waunakee Warriors as Marshfield will inbound after the media timeout. And for that, thank you. Yeah, again, neither team utilizing timeouts. So the media timeout helps get the bills paid around here. Here's Chris Pohl, the fadeaway 3 that missed, but it was Ketterer under the basket, right time, right place to pick up the all-net version of a three-pointer. Kolstad in the corner, now baseline drive this side. Kolstad to the rim and in. Camden Kolstad found open air in front of him. Took it in for the layup. He's got 6. Marshfield leads by 6, 12:15 to play. Neither team with anybody with 3 fouls, so no real foul trouble at this point. Just over 12 minutes to play. Ketterer. Selk takes Ketterer to the hole and hits on the layup. Selk just kept dribbling and Ketterer just kept backing up. Advantage Eli Selk. Again, Waunakee, bit of a football school in recent times. A lot of these guys played on the football team. I don't think anybody that knows Joey Ketterer would mistake him for a muscle-bound basketball player. Selk took advantage. Here's Ketterer now, bounces inside to Pohl, low block, near side. Pohl now puts the dribble, shoots over Alexander and hits. 8-foot turnaround for Chris Pohl. He's got 13. Marshfield maintains its 6-point lead, and Ketterer on the inbound after the made basket nearly came away with a steal. The Warriors will inbound again. Back in the game for Waunakee, 6'2" senior Trey Murray. Murray with it now. Kolstad near steal under the Waunakee basket. Murray races down the floor with it. In the half court now are the Warriors. 11-10 to play. 3 on the way from Mac Johnson, was too strong. And Lee collects the rebound. Lee brings it up, still on the dribble, all the way in and good. Nobody stopped ball. Landon Lee, thank you very much, he says. Lee's got 7. Marshfield leads by 8, under 11 to play. Gotta stop ball. Kids out there listening to me, maybe your coach hasn't told you yet, but he will or she will. Gotta stop ball. Here's Mac Johnson working on Pohl down low, and 1 for Mac Johnson. He's a 6'5" sophomore with a little girth to him. He took Pohl all the way inside to the rack. Chris Pohl now with 3 fouls. So first out here in foul trouble on either side is Marshfield's Chris Pohl. Mac Johnson looking to complete the 3-point play. We'll shoot that free throw here momentarily. When buying or selling, Brock & Decker Real Estate is the team you need by your side. Brock & Decker has all the tools you need to feel confident in buying or selling. Call Sammy or Sue today. Visit them on North Central Avenue, brockanddecker.com. Johnson couldn't get the free throw to go, but on the rebound attempt, it went off of Pohl's hand and out of bounds, and it's going to be Waunakee basketball. He and Jack Ellickson were doing battle for the rebound. Ellickson won the battle. Pohl tapped it out of bounds. We've got a timeout on the floor. 10:35 to play. Marshfield 39, Waunakee 33. You're listening to Division I State Semifinal Basketball on Zaleski Sports, presented by ShedsDelivered.com.
Looking to buy flooring today? Shop R&R Flooring and Furniture. We have more flooring in stock and ready to go than the big box stores. Over 250,000 square feet.
That's right, over 250,000 square feet of luxury vinyl planking carpet in over 150 colors.
R&R guarantees you will find what you're looking for at a price you won't find anywhere else.
Grab your new floor today or schedule an installation.
When it comes to flooring, furniture, and mattresses,
it's easy.
Come to R&R Flooring and Furniture today. That's all it takes.
Hiller's True Value in Marshfield, Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center. The tools you trust from the people you can depend on. Shop the store within a store and find what you're looking for.
That's what I was looking for. That's what I was looking for. Now that's what I was looking for.
Looks like you found what you're looking for.
We redesigned our store to offer the biggest selection of Milwaukee tools.
A selection so big you'll need a map to find your way out.
Hiller's True Value in Marshfield, Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center.
And out of the media timeout, Waunakee will inbound. It'll be Caden Alexander under his basket, gets it into Ty Hansel. Lee a couple pokes at it. Hansel gives off now to Eli Selk. Selk over to Vance Johnson. Johnson down low and the basket good for Trey Murray. Trey Murray posted up right in front of the rim, and he was spotted and he hits it. So play design on the baseline out of bounds for Coach Tyler Selk, and a nice one. Kolstad shakes on the outside. Now Lee up top. Ketterer in front of the scorers table. Back to Lee, just inside of the Wisconsin W's left-hand side. Down low, the dime to Ketterer. Lee hits it, and we've got a Warrior player down on the floor. That's Trey Murray. Murray grabbing a knee or an ankle. Trainer on the way out, and Murray is down on the floor for the time being. ShedsDelivered.com, your one-stop shop for sheds, barns, cabins, garages, greenhouses, chicken coops, hunting blinds, all crafted by skilled Amish artisans. See the display lots in Marshfield, Medford, and Wisconsin Rapids. Get more information at ShedsDelivered.com. They work on the left leg of Waunakee senior Trey Murray. And both teams huddle on their respective benches. 41-35, Marshfield leads, 9:51 to play. And they show a replay here on the Kohl Center Jumbotron. And some oohs and ahs from the crowd. And we just wish the best for Trey Murray. He is sitting up now, but getting attention on that left leg. The trainer now going to assist Trey to his feet, and he gets a round of applause here from the Kohl Center crowd. He is assisted by the trainer and Coach Tyler Selk. That's the effort needed to get Trey Murray off the floor, walking very gingerly back to his bench. And some concerned looks from the Waunakee fans here in attendance tonight. So Murray heads to the bench. In his place comes Ty Hansel, 6'4" senior. We go 6'2" senior to 6'4" senior. And the Warriors will inbound. Ethan Knecht in the game also for the Tigers. So Ramberg checks out. And in it comes to McKenzie. He attempted to tightrope the sideline but stepped out of bounds in front of the scorers table, did McKenzie. And it's going to be Marshfield basketball, so an error there on the Warriors. Chris Pohl will come in. Knecht comes out, so Pohl in 3 fouls and the 13 points back on the floor. Knecht comes out as the Tigers look for offense now with a extra possession here on this side. 9:45 to play. Tigers lead by 6. Here's Pohl. Now skip past Ketterer. Wide open 3. That came up short. And Caden McKenzie with the ball. Marshfield not been a good three-point shooting team here tonight. I'll take a look at some shooting stats here in just a minute, but just using my memory, my observations, it's been a struggle from the outside for the Tigers here tonight. Ball taken away by Hinson. So Hinson with the steal. Marshfield defense making up for the cold shooting here in this one. Here's Pohl fading from 15 feet. That was well short. The ball picked up by Kolstad. Tigers get the ball back. Hinson, long three is good. Brooks Hinson hits from 25 feet. That was NBA range for Brooks. He's got 12. And the Tigers lead by 9. Another near steal there from Hinson. Here's McKenzie with it as he works on a screen from Vance Johnson. Now in the corner, here's Hansel, three, couldn't answer back. Rebound, though, off to Vance Johnson of the Warriors. Here's a three from McKenzie. That off the mark. Ball batted out, still up in the air, and Warriors have it again. Here is Johnson to the rack and good. Vance Johnson worked through Marshfield traffic. Warriors get 3 chances that time down and get what I would call at this point a much-needed bucket. Under 8:20 to play. 7-point game, Marshfield in the lead. Here's Lee, works on Johnson, far wing, now backs it out. Lee still with it, lots of open space in front of him. Johnson hounding him to the free throw line. Now ball worked into the corner to Kolstad. Lee will get it back on the far wing again. Same matchup there with Vance Johnson, and on the pass, ball taken away by Caden McKenzie. Here come the Warriors. Three on the way from Ellickson. Canned it. In transition, Jack Ellickson hits the three. Marshfield attempting to stretch out that offensive possession, but the pass all the way across the floor picked off by the Warriors, and they make the Tigers pay. Here's Lee in front of his bench. Far side of the floor. Here Ketterer now up top with it. Work to the near side to Kolstad. Lee up top, Ellickson on him. Lee quicker there for sure. Here Ketterer on the jab step and traveled. Coach Fisher puts palms up, shrugs his shoulders, said, hey, I didn't see that. But that is the call that was made. Next Step Prosthetics, providing prosthetic and orthotics throughout central Wisconsin. Take your next step. Contact Next Step today. Waunakee with the ball down 4, 44-40, 7:10 left to play. Semifinal here in Division I, and Alexander got the ball, or McKenzie got the ball down low, and he's fouled by Brooks Hinson. That'll be the second for Brooks, fourth team foul in the Tigers. Warriors will inbound from under their own basket as they stand on the second Wisconsin S on the baseline. And ball knocked out of bounds by Kolstad on the pass coming in. Now will inbound from the first Wisconsin S. Bench side of the baseline for the Warriors.
Mac Johnson in for the Warriors.
Mac Johnson comes in for Vance Johnson. 24 and 34. I'm not complaining. No, don't pity me. Just keeping it all ironed out up here. Here's McKenzie. McKenzie, dribble, step, hop through the lane. No. I should have said step, dribble, hop. Otherwise, that would have been a travel, right? And on the loose ball, it's going to be a Warriors foul called on Ellickson as he reached in on Landon Lee. Or they're going to say Mac Johnson with the foul. That's his second. Both teams with 4 fouls here in the half. 6:54 to play. Marshfield Tigers 44, Waunakee Warriors 40. You're listening to Division I State Semifinal Basketball on Zaleski Sports, presented by ShedsDelivered.com. At House of Heating, making your home comfortable is our biggest priority. That's why we offer dependable HVAC solutions and quality work in central Wisconsin. Our pros are knowledgeable in a wide variety of services so you can feel confident in your results. They'll offer the support you need, whether it's putting in a modern HVAC system or working on and maintaining your current unit. Get in touch with House of Heating at 715-384-3163 or contact houseofheating.com. House of Heating, heating and cooling the air you breathe.
Hi, I'm Shai from Next Step Prosthetics. 5 years ago, we opened our practice to provide life-changing prosthetics that are both comfortable and functional.
I would definitely recommend Shai.
Shai is very compassionate, caring.
We've grown to serve patients throughout Wisconsin. We want to thank them, their families, and providers who have trusted us on their journey.
Go to Next Step because it's going to change your life.
Why wait another day? Call to set up a free, no-obligation evaluation. Let us take the next step together towards a better life.
6:54 to play. Marshfield leads it 44-40 over Waunakee. 5 on the floor for the Warriors. McKenzie, Hansel, Ellickson, Selk, and Johnson. That's Johnson of the Mac variety. Pohl, Ketterer, Hinson, Lee, and Kolstad. 5 on the floor for the Tigers. Lee walks it across the timeline. Clock rolls now at 6:45 and counting here in this state semifinal game. Again, it was a Waunakee win 59-55 a couple of months ago, 4-point game. We've got a 4-point game here, this time with Marshfield out in front. 6:30 to play. Hinson, McKenzie all the way out on him. Tigers play 30 feet from the basket on the perimeter. Hinson looked at a three, dropped the ball, now picks up his dribble. Hands off to Lee. Lee, Selk in front of him. Lee working on him, now gives a Pohl in the corner, in front of the bench. Lee gets it back. Tigers again continue to work the ball way outside the three-point line. Under 6 to play here in this game. And taken away by Selk. Tigers held it for too long, perhaps. Here's Selk on the run out. Layup is good. 2-point game. Coach Tyler Selk claps and encourages his team as they sit down in their defensive end. 2-point game, 5:35 to play. Marshfield with the slight edge. Here's Lee. Man defense for the Warriors. Pohl skips it across the top to Lee. Now this side to Kolstad. And Tigers continue to work the clock. Pohl now to Ketterer up top. Here's Hinson. He'll launch a wing three. That off the mark. And will chase down his own rebound. Tigers get another chance at it, this time down. Here's Lee behind the back dribble on Ellickson. Lee, and he's fouled. Foul is going to be on the floor. It's going to be team foul number 5 on the Warriors. And foul goes on Jack Ellickson. That is Ellickson's second. So no trouble there for Jack. Express Employment Professionals has relationships with all the local businesses and job openings. Call or stop in at Express Employment and find the right career path for you. The Ramberg in the game, hands off here to Hinson, and that ball poked from behind, and they're going to call the foul on Vance Johnson on the reach on Hinson. That'll be team foul number 6. Next Waunakee foul is going to send Marshfield to the free throw line. Coach Selk not in agreement with that call. And Lee will inbound this side, near wing, right in front of the writing on the floor, A.B. Nichols Court here at the Kohl Center. And Tigers inbound, under 5 to play. They lead by 2, 44-42. Here's Hinson on the far wing. See if the Tigers continue to stretch out this Warriors defense, and it looks like they will. Both Hinson and Lee stand 45 feet from the basket. Now Pohl joins. He's got the ball in the Wisconsin W. Lee probes. Kick out to Hinson. Hinson, baseline drive, reverse layup, no good. And rebound Mac Johnson. Waunakee can tie or take the lead, this time down. 4:20 to play. Here's a deep three for Selk. That off the mark. Vance Johnson rebound. Put back isn't there. Ball tip-tapped, and Waunakee basketball. There was some hesitation from our baseline official. He points the way of Waunakee. There were a sea of hands in on that ball. McKenzie will inbound bench side, baseline under his own basket. Gets it into Mac Johnson and gets it back far wing. Hinson there defending. Now McKenzie turns, free throw line, no good. Long rebound, no, there'll be no rebound, and instead it's going to be a loose ball foul on Mac Johnson of the Warriors. So that is his third, and it is team foul number 7. And now Marshfield coming down the stretch in a 2-point game, got to hit the free throws. It'll be Chris Pohl to the Jamie Wenzel Serve Pro free throw line. Again, 3:54 to play, 44-42. Marshfield leads by 2. And Val Ramberg will come out. Cam Kolstad in for the Tigers. Defensive substitution there for Marshfield. Tigers looking to make some free throws down the stretch here. Pohl, and tips that one over the front off the backboard and down. Hiller's True Value, Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center. Check out current promotions. Get great fall deals on Milwaukee tools today from the people you depend on. Hiller's True Value in Marshfield. And the Tigers depending on Chris Pohl. He hits both. He's got 15. Hinson's got 12. Ellickson on the floor for Waunakee has 13. Here's Ellickson with the ball up top. Now bounces to Vance Johnson. Johnson, one dribble, looks for a passing partner, finds one there in Eli Selk. Selk with Ketterer following, now inside the lane. Selk, bounce pass inside, pump fake, and Vance Johnson is fouled by Chris Pohl. That's going to be the fourth on Pohl, and it's going to be 2 free throws coming up for Vance Johnson. Vance Johnson got that ball just inside the low block, actually almost directly under the rim. And it's a tough foul there for Pohl. It's always tight when you're under the rim like that. Of course, Marshfield fans didn't believe that was a foul. Johnson hits on the front end. 46-43. Johnson on the second, and no good. Pohl with the rebound. Tigers lead by 3, 3:23 to play. Hinson walks it up. Now Pohl. Pohl on the baseline, bench side, now brings it back out. Ketterer up top, swing now to Lee this side. Lee gets past Ellickson, and as he did, Ellickson reached and grabbed, and Landon Lee is going to head to the free throw line after the personal foul from Jack Ellickson. That quick step from Lee, too much for Ellickson to handle. And it's been too much for a lot of defenders to handle all season long. This Marshfield's 29th game of the season. '29th game of the year also for Waunakee. Here's Lee on the front end, hits. Big free throws here for Marshfield. They've hit their last 3 here in crunch time. Under 4 minutes, you got to hit your free throws, and the Tigers have. Second from Lee is up and in. That one took a little convincing, rattled around and fell through. 48-43. As the clock winds now, under 3 minutes to play here in this semifinal. State semifinal game here in Division 1. Winner will move on to play Wisconsin Lutheran tomorrow night. Winner here looking to move to championship Saturday. Here's Eli Selk now. Selk dribbles around his back on Ketterer. Ketterer backing down. Selk missed the layup. Ball batted out. And the Warriors will reset. That was Ty Hansel able to collect. He has it now up top with Kolstad there defending. Ball work now far side to Vance Johnson. Skipped over to Ellickson this side. Lee on Ellickson. Now Vance Johnson with Ethan Connect on him and forced the ball back out. Now McKenzie with it. 2:20 to play. Here's McKenzie up top. Hinson there defending. McKenzie on the bounce. Backs up to the Wisconsin W, asks for a screen, instead passes over to Vance Johnson. Johnson gets past Connect easily, and the layup is good. And Waunakee calls the timeout. 2:05 to play. Marshfield leads 48-45. Brad and Carrie Lenz of Rice's More Than Floors, representing the Marshfield community here in Madison to cheer on the Tigers. The Rice's More Than Floors greatness shines bright through community support. Quality paint, quality window treatments, and quality flooring are the greatness you can count on to shine bright in your home. Visit Rice's More Than Floors in Marshfield to get quality done right. Back for more basketball after this on Zaleski Sports, presented by ShedsDelivered.com.
Sprouts Learning Garden with 2 convenient central Wisconsin locations. Here's Brooke Sievers to tell us about it.
Little Sprouts has been around for almost 7 years here in Auburndale. In Rudolph, we've been open for about 2.5. We serve here in Auburndale, we have 6 weeks old up until 12-year-olds. And then in Rudolph, we have 1-year-olds up until 12-year-olds. The biggest thing that we do with them is we have play-based learning so that they learn through play with each other. And social skills are a huge part of what we do with them.
Find Little Sprouts Learning Garden on Facebook today.
There is the setup coming out of the Waunakee timeout. Winner here will take on the 1 seed Wisconsin Valley Lutheran on Saturday. As Landon Lee brings it across the timeline, Marshfield again sets up in the half court. 1:50 to play. 48-45 Marshfield. Hinson in the Wisconsin W. Now over to Pohl in front of his own bench. Back to Hinson up top. Marshfield continues to work the clock here in this one. Here's Lee, back to Hinson. Again, the Tigers continue to play 40 feet from the basket. 8 team fouls for the Warriors. Another Waunakee foul, be another Marshfield free throw. Marshfield 5 team fouls here in the half. Under 1:20 to play. Hinson dribbling, lofts it over to Pohl. Mac Johnson out on him. Pohl now turns to the corner, now back outside with it. And Marshfield will call the timeout. Pohl had got stuck a little bit in the corner, and the Tigers safely call the timeout. BBD Sports Shop, your one-stop shop headquarters for everything outdoors. Shop 2 convenient Central Wisconsin locations in Cadott and Abbotsford, and online at BigBearDown.com. 1:09 to play as we return to the Kohl Center right after this on Zaleski Sports, presented by ShedsDelivered.com.
We're back with better halves. Jane is looking for a better health plan. Jane?
I need someone who'll make time for me. So, how would you two get to know me?
You want time? I'll keep you on hold all night long.
He sounds gross.
Jane, I'm Steve from security. I won't treat you like a number. I've got award-winning service and coverage made just for you.
Now that's better. Next up, networks.
Hinson in the backcourt as we come up on 1 minute left in this Division I state semifinal. Ketterer now in the front court, and the trap came there. Eli Selk, as Ketterer got past him, reaches in and commits the foul, sends Joey Ketterer to the free throw line. Jamie Wenzel serve pro free throw line for Joey Ketterer. And I am reminded, this second half in particular, it's been a struggle, like 2 Bobcats in a burlap sack. Trying to figure it out. Warriors and Tigers scratching around. Ketterer first free throw, 56 seconds left is good, and it's a 2-possession game here in Marshfield as they show the Kolstad family on the big screen here as they sit behind the Marshfield bench. Classmate of mine, Chris, sitting back there. Ketterer on the second. That one rims in and out, and loose ball to Hinson and the Tigers. Tigers get a big rebound, and Hinson is fouled. Big moment for Marshfield. Waunakee couldn't get a grip on the orange. Couldn't find the rock, and it squirts free to Hinson and the Tigers. Now Brooks to the free throw line. Tigers lead by 4. It's already a 2-possession game. 53 seconds remain. Double bonus now for the Tigers. That was the 10th team foul on Waunakee. Yeah, they talk about that all the time, especially at the pro level. Got to squeeze the orange on the rebound. Hinson on the first. He's got 2 and hits on the first. Big free throws here for Marshfield. Since I called out the free throw shooting with about 4 minutes left, I don't remember the Tigers missing one since then. It has been key free throws down the stretch for Marshfield. Hinson hit another one. Marshfield leads by 6. And timeout on the floor. 53 seconds left. Marshfield nearing a trip to championship Saturday. Will they get there? We'll find out after this on Zaleski Sports, presented by ShedsDelivered.com.
Tired of hearing about checking account features? So are we. It's more about what you can do with your money to live the life you want. Forward Bank puts your access to everything you need in the palm of your hand. Mobile deposit, recurring digital payments, transfer funds, or pay a friend easily. Yes, our checking is free and includes all that you would expect. It's supported by your neighbors and friends at Forward, dedicated to serving our communities. Open online today at forward.bank.
Join the Gross family of satisfied customers at Gross Buick in Marshfield. Come see their large selection of cars, trucks and SUVs on the Marshfield lot. Or find it at grossauto.com, and we'll have it delivered to Marshfield for your convenience. You'll love their people and state-of-the-art service department, where service guests get a free courtesy car. Top it all off with the Gross lifetime engine warranty on most vehicles. Gross Buick of Marshfield.
51-45, 53 seconds left here in our second Division I semifinal game. Let's put the graphic on the screen one more time. Trevor's whipping up these graphics all weekend long. And 58-57, as Wisconsin Lutheran has earned their place in championship Saturday. And will the Tigers do the same? And we get a travel on the other side. Caden McKenzie got lost a little bit as he came across the half-court line, and a turnover back to the Tigers. 6-point lead for Marshfield, and you would suspect more free throws coming here for the Tigers if they can get this inbound. In it comes to Hinson. Hinson dribbles in the backcourt, and a reach by McKenzie, and that's going to be foul number 3. First of the half for Caden McKenzie, but foul number 3. And the free throw walk, the march for the Tigers continues. Hinson strolls to the free throw line. He just canned a pair a few game seconds ago. Hinson takes a deep breath. 3 dribbles. And the free throw is up and good. Boy, more free throws for the Tigers over the last 3.5 minutes. It has been clutch. Have the Tigers from the free throw line. Marshfield students to our left, hands come up, spirit fingers waving. Hinson launches and hits another one. 8-point Tigers lead, 44 seconds left. Waunakee looking for, I'm not going to say a miracle yet, but they're looking for some tricks to get back into it. 38 seconds left, ball batted out of bounds by Hinson. It'll be Waunakee basketball under their own basket. Vance Johnson to inbound. Again, full highlights be available on Facebook around 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. Shot out of the baseline, out of bounds, no good for Ellickson, and Hinson with another rebound. He's fouled again, and 2 more free throws coming for Brooks Hinson.
Calls number 24, Vance Johnson, third person. 2 shots, Brooks Hinson.
Casual fans leaving the building now. They sense this one is over. Marshfield leads by 8 with 32 ticks left. Casual fans emptying out of the Kohl Center. Everybody in orange and purple staying put. Hinson, free throw up, and another one made for the Tigers. This has been a demonstration from the free throw line over the last 3+ minutes for Marshfield. Lead up to 9 with 32.5 to go. And this one will be waved off. And they say that Lee was into the lane. Coach Chris Fisher says, no, my guy was pushed into the lane. But that free throw waved off, lane violation on the Tigers. So Waunakee to inbound, under 30 seconds to play. Quickly comes up Caden McKenzie. McKenzie around his back, Hinson with him. Now McKenzie in the lane, left-hand layup is good. And timeout Waunakee. Waunakee takes the timeout. We will take our last timeout here of this game. Marshfield leads 54-47. You're listening to Division I State Semifinal Boys Basketball on Zaleski Sports, presented by ShedsDelivered.com.
Hi, I'm Big Clarence, and I'm so terrific that Mall Furniture decided to name their latest and greatest sale after me, Big Clarence.
Sorry, Clarence. Apparently you misunderstood. It's Mall Furniture's clearance sale. And right now, the savings are phenomenal on all the top quality furniture at
Mall Furniture's clearance sale.
That's Mall Furniture's clearance sale.
Clarence!
That's clearance, Clarence.
.23 seconds left. Waunakee 30-second timeout has expired. It'll be Lee to inbound under his basket after the made Waunakee shot. Into Hinson it comes. Hinson is fouled immediately by Eli Selk. That'll be the 4th on Selk. And 2 more free throws coming up for what has been a fine free throw shooting group of Tigers here in this game's final 4 minutes. Hinson, free throw up, and that one missed.
Ty Hansel back in.
You know, my estimation, Tigers now somewhere around 8 of 9 from the free throw line over the last 3 minutes and 50 seconds, but just outstanding from the free throw line. And it's done, it looks like enough to earn this win here tonight. Hinson hits on the back end. Tigers lead by 8. 20 seconds and counting. Here comes McKenzie down the floor. McKenzie will launch a quick three. That off the mark. Pohl with the rebound. He's fouled. And more free throws coming up for the Tigers. 13.9 seconds left. Foul called on Ty Hansel. That was Hansel's second. Hinson with 18 points, leads all scorers here, most of that from the free throw line over the last, few minutes. Here's Pohl now with 15 points, and make it 16 as he makes the first from the Jamie Wenzel Serve Pro free throw line. Call Jamie Wenzel at Serve Pro for the number one choice in cleanup and restoration. And the victory flag has been waved as both teams empty their benches. And seniors for these Waunakee Warriors being congratulated. Alex Cliff, Caden McKenzie, Ty Hansel, Trey Murray, Ian Huey, Hudson Ralph, Jack Ellickson, Danny Fath, Eli Selk, and Vance Johnson, all seniors for these Waunakee Warriors. Great season and best of luck with everything that you've got coming next. But the Warriors' run will end here on the floor of the Kohl Center as Pohl hits yet another. And all 5 reserves on the floor now for the Tigers. Minus Joey Ketterer. The others, Sternitsky, Hamill, Steinbach, and Mockton. 8 seconds and counting. And the Warriors are going to dribble it out. And the Marshfield Tigers are headed to Championship Saturday. Your final score here tonight. Marshfield 57 and Waunakee 47. Big thanks to Nasonville Dairy. Nasonville Dairy, fresh cheese curds made daily. NasonvilleDairy.com. Get your fresh cheese curds in Marshfield, Curtis, and NasonvilleDairy.com. I will head downstairs and get ready for our post-game press conference. I see Mike Wendlandt heading to the press room right now to join me, and you will see interviews of these Marshfield Tigers. You will see highlights of this game. You will see it all tomorrow morning. You'll see it on Facebook first at Zaleski Sports. Hey gang, thanks for listening. We appreciate the audience here tonight, and we appreciate you watching our highlights that we will put out on Facebook tomorrow and catch those in all the normal spots. Again, last time tonight from Madison, Marshfield 57, Waunakee 47. It'll be the Marshfield Tigers and the Wisconsin Valley Lutheran Vikings. 8:15 tip. Saturday, Division I championship game, and you'll listen to it all live right here on Zaleski Sports. Have a great night, everybody.